Hi everybody, it's Miss Penny from Marengo-Union Library, and we are here to do another craft. Yay! Have you guys dove into reading yet? I think a lot of you have. I've seen a lot of names on our board and I am so happy, so excited to see so many people reading. Good job to everybody. All right, now that you've been reading, let's do some crafting. We are making a watercolor resistant art painting, okay? So it's like, there's gonna be like water behind it, okay? Maybe like a river or an ocean, whatever kind of water you want it to be in the background. And then on top of that, we're gonna put some burlap fish that we're gonna make, all right? So we've got a lot of work to do. Let's get this going. In your kit, you are going to find, of course, directions. There's always directions. You're gonna have directions. You will have a piece of watercolor paper. This is special paper that is okay. It's like better paper for getting wet. So because we're using the watercolor paint, we want this special watercolor paper. All right, so watercolor paper in your kit, directions in your kit. You're gonna have a little thing of blue paint in your kit. You're gonna have 2 pieces of burlap. This is burlap. This is gonna be in your kit. You're going to have 3, count them, 1, 2, 3 googly eyes in your kit. And you're even gonna have a little bit of a white crayon, just in case you guys don't have one at home. I'm throwing one in your bag, okay? Okay, well, that's all you're gonna have in your kit to put together this amazingly fun craft. Let's get started. All right, so first thing that I want you to do is take your watercolor paper and your white crayon, and I want you to draw on this paper and draw kind of dark. I mean, push hard with your hand. That's what I mean. You probably won't see it. You might be able to see it if you look really, really close, but you're not actually supposed to see it, and that's okay. But I want you just to draw like waves and maybe some circles or some bubbles or some dots so that it looks like water. The white is going to just kind of make it look more wavy and watery, okay? So that makes sense. It's kind of the waves. So I want you to draw a few of those on there with your white crayon. When you have that done, you are going to take your blue paint that I gave you and turn it into watercolor paint. Easy enough. All you're going to do is add water to your container. I've already done it, which is why mine is so liquidy, okay? You have regular washable paint in here. All you're doing is adding water, mixing it up really well, turns into watercolor paint. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, once you have that all mixed up super good, oh, things you need from home: water, a paintbrush, some scissors, and some glue. That's really about all you need from home. Easy, 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 easy. Okay, so maybe use your paintbrush to stir up that watery paint so that it's not all clumpy, okay? Then you're gonna take this watery paint and you are going to cover your entire page with it. What should happen is that all the white crayon that you painted on there should peek through. Isn't that so neat? It should peek right through. That's the fun of watercolor paint and white crayons. It should peek right through. So that's what you're trying to do. Now you want to let that dry, so I'm just going to put that to the side and move on to the next task. The next task is making your fish, your burlap fish. We are going to take 1 piece of your burlap and we're going to make 2 types of fish. Or if you like both, if you like a certain kind of fish, you can make it however you want. You don't even have to make the ones I showed you. You can make them however you want because it's your project. All right, but I'm going to show you how to make the ones that are in our kit here, okay? There's a rectangle one and there's an oval one. So the rectangle one, well, we're going to start with a rectangle piece. Then you're going to pull out, really, really easy, these pieces right here will pull right out. You want to pull a couple of those out in the front here so that it'll make like the mouth side of it, okay? Then in the back, you want to do the same, but you want to pull so many more because you want the tail to be longer than the mouth, okay? Once you have that finished, we're going to move on to, and if you want, you can use your scissors also actually to shape those up a little bit. So once you have them pulled out, you can cut them a little bit short, like to make it a thinner tail if you want it to be a thinner tail. Same with the mouth. You want it to be a thinner mouth, just cut those longer pieces that you've just pulled out. Just cut them up a little bit shorter, okay? Once you have that done, we're moving on to the fins on top and the fins on bottom. You're just doing the same exact thing, okay? We're just taking however long you want your fins to be. You're just going to take these pieces and start pulling them out. And see how this is really long on this side? It's a little uneven, I think. I don't know, but that's okay. So you're going to start pulling this piece of string, the next piece of string. You keep pulling it as long as you want the top fins to be. You're going to do the same thing on the bottom. You're going to start pulling these strings out, and you try to find the bottom fin string and make the bottom fins as long or as short as you want. You're going to be shaping up your rectangle fish until it looks like you might want it to look. So here's my finished rectangle cutout fish. You can kind of see it, right? So this is what I meant by shaping up the tail a little bit. I kind of cut some off the top and some off the bottom. And same with the mouth, I did a little bit. You kind of see it, okay? So that one's done. Now we're going to take our other piece and turn this one into our oval fish. This one's a little bit trickier because this one we want to cut into an oval. So first thing you're going to do is cut an oval out of this. Once you get it cut into an oval, this is where it gets a little bit trickier because now you want to cut one side so that it's pointy because that's going to be its mouth. You see that pointy? The other side, you want to try and cut and pull those pieces out to kind of look like a fin tail. I kind of did it a little bit. You can do it however you want. That's how I ended up with mine. The tops and the bottoms now, you've got top fins, bottom fins, same thing. You're pulling out those pieces however high you want your fins on top and however high you want your fins on bottom. And then you've got your oval fish. All right, then you have two fish ready to go. We're gonna take those fish and glue them onto your river or ocean, whatever you're calling it, wherever you want to glue them. So we're gonna take them, plop on some glue. Oh my goodness, if the glue wants to come out, which this glue does not, I probably should have tested that before. Oh, there it goes, okay. So we're gonna pour out the glue. Whoa. Pour out some more glue, wherever you want to put your fish. If you want them right next to each other, put them right next to each other. If you want them on top of each other, like one above the other, go for it. You want them angled, you can angle them. If you want them straight, if you want them swimming off the paper, you can have them swimming off the paper. Why can you do this? Because it's your craft. Yes, you guys are catching on. All right, so I am using this purple glue, but it will dry clear. It's the fun thing about this glue. Goes on purple, dries clear. All right, so got your fish on the paper, but our little fishies need some eyes, and that's where the eyes come in. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We're gonna go ahead and put one eye onto our square fish. Whoopsie, that one went on upside down. Now I'm going to put two eyes on my little oval fish here. And my fingers are sticky. The glue went right through this burlap, guys, which of course is going to happen, right? Okay. Anyway, there we go. I have made a water-resistant river painting with burlap fish. How cool. This one's really like going off room. Okay. When you're finished with this, put your name on here, put your date on here, either on the back or on the front, wherever you want to put it. Decide if you're keeping it or if you're giving it away. Then, most importantly, clean up. Yes, clean up all of your mess. Shouldn't be, well, the burlap does kind of get like fuzzy and stringy, but it still is cleanable. I'm not sure that's a word, but you can clean it up. That's my point. So, clean up your mess, throw things away, put things away properly, wash things if they need to be washed, recycle things if they need to be recycled. Your craft is complete. Send us in some pictures if you would like, or even bring it in and show us in person. Have fun making it. I will see you for the next craft. Bye, everybody.